This is Dr. Morse again, and this is tutorial 21. And today, lots of new material, and that is 21 scale degrees, okay? Not 21 different scale degrees. There are only 8, but less than 21, okay? So a couple of things that we need to know before we start talking about the 3 different kinds of naming scale degrees, okay? First of all, the word diatonic means in the scale, okay? So if you construct a major scale and you're talking about a note that is not in that scale, that is not diatonic, okay? Diatonic means, specifically in the C major scale, those notes, if it's not one of those 7 notes in the octave, it's not diatonic, okay? Diatonic in the scale. Okay, the notes of a major scale can be identified by number according to their place in the scale. Okay, so I like to think of this as their address. Okay, this is where they are. Okay, and there's 3 different ways of giving an address, and I'm going to teach you all 3 ways. Okay, and the first way is to call them by numbers. Okay, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. Okay, so or we can call them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but they're the ordinal numbers. That's the order that they come in, okay? So in C major, the first scale degree as a number is 1, okay? And I know that seems obvious, but it's not if you think about it. 2, D, E, 3, and so on and so forth until you get to the next highest C, and that can either be called number 1 or number 8, okay? So the easiest way to remember this is just 1 through 8 after you've constructed the scale. And the next 2 lessons are going to teach you how to construct a scale. Instruct a major scale, I should say. Okay, number 2. Number 2 is another way to name scale degrees, okay? And that is by syllables, okay? And this is very popular. It was very popular in the past, and a lot of places still do this, okay? And do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, okay? There's a song there that you all know, okay? That is called solfege, okay? So if you're on scale degree 1 under our first numbering system, that is called do in the second numbering system, okay? Do, a deer, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you know all of that. All right, so that is solfege. We know numbers, we know solfege. Now here is the one that is going to be used in the future, okay? I'm not talking about right now. I'm talking about I'm going to introduce it, test you on it, make you memorize it, and then we're going to use this in all 4 semesters, 5 semesters of theory, okay? And that is the names of the scale degree. We've got the numbers, we've got the syllables, and now we have the names, okay? So going back to that first one, that's really easy to remember. If you're talking about scale degree 1, it's got a fancy name. It's called the tonic, okay? The scale degree 2 is called the supertonic. 3 is the mediant, 4 subdominant, 5 dominant, 6 submediant, 7, which is possibly the most important, the leading tone. Oh, I put it in bold and capitalized it just for fun. And 8, again, is the tonic. Okay, just like it rolled back to 1 over there. Same thing. Now, if this is the first time you've ever seen the names, they mean absolutely nothing to you. Okay, they are big fancy words. Why mediant? Why subdominant, submediant? What do these mean? We will talk about that over the course of this semester and beyond, okay? But each one of those is called by a big name. Okay, so here's how you will be tested, and here's how you need to know this. Let's say I'm going to give you a scale like in F, like an F major scale, and I say, what is the scale degree 4 of an F major scale? You're going to figure out that that's B flat, okay? If I say, what's the re of G major? You're going to tell me that that is an A, okay? It's the second scale degree. It's re in solfege or syllables. Or you're going to call that the supertonic if you're using names, okay? And the other way you might be be quizzed on this is, what is the leading tone of F sharp major? Wow, that's going to give you a headache later on, but it is E sharp, okay? Oh, back to those inharmonics. Okay, so that is lesson 21. 3 different modes of talking about scale degrees, okay? It's like 3 different languages. And of course, I think numbers are the simplest, and then the other 2 are referring to something specific, okay? So this is Dr. Morris. This has been tutorial number 21 out of the Berkeley Music Theory Book 1. Have a great day.